Video games just don't exist anymore. Recently, I've been looking at more and more new games thinking, this is absolutely trash. How am I supposed to have any fun with this? How is this supposed to make me feel anything at all? And I got worried, maybe my time has finally come. Maybe I need to get an office job, have kids, develop alcoholism, beat my wife. Recently, I stumbled upon Vampire the Masquerade and it made me realize that my brain isn't that fried from too much Subway Surfers gameplay exposure, and I can still enjoy some things in life. But I also came to the conclusion that nowadays, there's just no games. Playing big budget releases is like scrolling TikTok, where you're not meant to feel anything but the, occasional hit of dopamine. But TikTok steals your data in order to steal your money. This straight up just steals your money. And data, probably. What I mean when I say that these aren't games is that they just follow formulas to bring in as much cash as possible.
$500,000 in cash.
And that kinda makes my blood boil. So I'm here to make a video to rant about it, goddammit. So that's right, Activision, you need to stop caring about money because I said so. Do you see that fucking number? Come at me. I think I am one video game crossover away from dipping my head in hot boiling water. But as gaming has become undeniably mainstream, it was inevitable for brands not to sink their greedy claws and suck what life remained in this industry. I think Fortnite is at least partly responsible for this. Epic showed other companies that, hey, you can turn your game into a money machine, no one will do anything about it. And soon many other games followed in their footsteps. Overwatch, Fall Guys, PUBG, Call of Duty. There's no way they call this the Le Menu. Call of Duty is another title that I would absolutely not call a game anymore. It has become a soulless brand in and of itself, just like Fortnite, and I will mention it throughout the video. Remember when cutscenes were mainly used to transition between scenes or show things that would simply look awkward from the player's perspective? Now they're used to convey entire storylines, the game completely overlooking using actual gameplay for this. It's like the developers forget they're making a game and not a movie, using their shitty expensive mocap equipment so I can see every skin patch moving when a character shits themselves. Call of Duty is of course guilty of this, with its cutscenes resembling something out of a modern action movie. Like, bro, if I wanted to see a movie, I would go see a movie. And the main thing that gets me about this is that there are so many things that developers can do in games that can make a story more fun that simply cannot be done in films. Another game that comes to mind that is also guilty of this is The Last of Us 2. Now, I admit, there was a lot of care put into the game, and it's not a hollow cash grab, but the developers put so much emphasis on the cutscenes.
Don't do this, please, God, no. Oh, God.
I don't know if it's just for me, but feelings don't get translated the same way to mocap. And I don't care if Joel dies, lives, or gets a golf club stuck up his ass, I just wanna play the game. I was about to close this segment off when I found this.
Ah, yes. Amber resin. Delightfully nutty with a hint of squidding.
No.
Not one for gastronomic exploration, I see.
Wait, if you're Ratatosker...
This guy murdered his family and killed like 1 billion people. I guess he works for fucking Disney Animations now. I do think a lot of people, including myself, like this type of game until it became just about the only thing you could ever play. If I was a game company, I would probably do the same, make a giant map with reused assets, fill it to the brim with uninspired, useless stuff to do. That's a 70-hour game. The title that really made me want to put a bullet in my head and hate this entire genre was definitely Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've never felt frustrated. I felt angry. I've died in games and I felt angry, but I never felt frustrated. This was something else. Like there were so many things to do in every area and I didn't want to leave the place until I finished everything. But once I did everything, I felt absolutely nothing. I felt zero satisfaction. And the reason for that is that the abundance of these little side things and the way they're designed just makes it feel like it doesn't matter. Combined with the extreme handholding the game offers, open worlds today make it very obvious that they're designed to just occupy the most out of your time. And these 2 points could be made for other titles, but a good game, and a game in general, makes it so that you don't feel like you're wasting your time and what you're doing is actually impactful, you know, it matters. They make games into even more mindless pastimes, and I guess it appeals to people who like go to work, come home and just play this for an hour or two so they have something to do. I dare you to tell me of an online game that doesn't have a damn battle pass. This is what game companies have been in heat for ever since Fortnite came out. They cannot resist adding this shit. And can you even blame them? It's an effective way to keep you playing and also make a little bit of money. Still, I absolutely despise this. Let's take a game, say Overwatch 2 or Valorant. Overwatch put all of its pre-existing cosmetics behind a paywall with the excuse that they made the game free. If you're not paying, you have essentially nothing to earn in this game. You can earn any currency, any loot boxes, any XP to show a bit of progression in the game. And what is beyond me is why remove an already existing system? The levels had nothing wrong with them. I guess it made the game too competitive for newborns, I don't know. Seeing how every other purchase in this game is an absolute scam, the logical decision would be to buy the battle pass. And the battle pass keeps you coming to the game because, you know, you say you paid for it, so you gotta do it, right? Although the battle pass in this game is fucking shit. I think the battle pass definitely became a big part of the game's financial lifeline, like what the developers expect to make the most money. And because it's so effective, it's why every game on the planet has done it. Also notice how Overwatch's like monetization plan is directly like copy and pasted from Fortnite. Now you might say that I'm exaggerating, you know, the battle pass could be a good deal in some games, but I hate it so much because it brought over this trend of everything being behind a paywall.
I can't do it!
And honestly, ask yourself, aren't you sick of these battle passes, levels, challenges, seasons, skins? They're all the fucking same. They all look the same. But really, what can you do? Just gonna keep generating stacks upon stacks of money, and video game companies are never gonna let this trend die. Because there are no games anymore, just big cash machines and money laundering schemes.
Maldito cabaret donde pasé los años de mi vida. Allí me enamoré, no sé cómo y por qué, de una perdida, la que me hizo sufrir.